Steppy with lindyscards.com. I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. New Year to everyone. I hope we have a great year. My New Year's resolutions, one of them, I always have several, is to send out birthday cards. So I make birthday cards and I sometimes send them out, but I'm going to step up my game. I have 4 birthday cards that need to go out in the month of January. So what better way is to film the process. I hope you enjoy the video. If you do, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe. And you can go over to my blog at lindyscards.com. All the information will be down below, and you can visit me there. If you need a demonstrator, I would love to be that for you. So go ahead, leave me a comment on my blog, and I will send you a catalog. Okay? I'll also send you a card, actually. So let's get going. Have a perfect birthday. This is from the Stampin' Up! Catalog, the mini catalog actually, and it's Blessings of Home. It's a very pretty stamp set. Let me pull that in and show you. It's a beautiful card, especially if you like to color. I watercolored the flowers here, and we will work on that together. Okay. Beautiful images here. Really nice sentiments. Thank you. Perfect birthday. What a beautiful day for love. So it's kind of an all-around stamp set. Let's look at our paper measurements. Okay. You will need an 8.5 by 11 cut in half piece of cardstock for your base, and then scored at 4 1/4. We also are going to need 5 1/4 by 4 for our mat. We have 5 1/8 by 3 7/8. As you can see, I embossed this image. I embossed this one with, let's see if I can find my embossing folder, timeless or time-worn type 3D embossing folder. It's very pretty. And then for the strips on the card, we have one that's going to go vertically. Okay, this one is cut at a 1/2 inch by 5 1/8. Then our sentiment strips, we have one that is 3 1/2 by 5/8, and then another strip which is 3 5/8 by 1 1/2, or excuse me, by half. Okay, we also are going to need a scrap sheet of watercolor paper because we are going to color our flowers and then we will die cut them out. All right, so here is my cardstock, or excuse me, watercolor paper. Let me zoom in just a little bit. All right, and the image we are going to stamp, and I'm going to use my Stamparatus. This is a very handy tool. If you don't have one, I can't recommend one enough, especially for sentiments, because you just pretty much never can go wrong. Okay, so let's go ahead. See, my image is well loved. Just going to place that right there, and I'm going to take a magnet right there so it'll hold my cardstock in place. Let's pick it up, and we need to use StazOn ink. Open up my StazOn package. Go ahead and ink this baby up. One thing about the Stamparatus is if we have that magnet there, if I stamp the image and it's not a clear image, we can just, oh, that looked out, oh, look, that turned out beautifully. But if I wasn't happy with it, I could just go ahead, re-ink, and continue to stamp until I got the image that I was pleased with. All right, step that aside. Here we go. Let's do some coloring. Right here we have some pale papaya. And all of the inks and paper measurements, again, will be below and they will also be on my blog. We have fresh freesia, soft succulent. This is such a pretty green. I love this color. And last but not least, polished pink. Okay, also going to be using a watercolor pen. These things are fabulous. Stampin' Up, of course, sells them. And everything I'm using will be down below, as well as on my blog. Okay, and I also have a microfiber towel right here, and that is just to kind of keep my pen how I want it. You see I just squeezed out some water just to clean it off a little bit. So let's go ahead and start with the pink, and I want my leaves, looks like there's something on there, to be light, and then I'm going to go in and add some detail. So at first, I'm not going to put a whole lot of water, and then we will go back and add detail. Let's see, and then this flower up here is pink. This really doesn't take a long time at all, and it's watercolor, so you know, it doesn't have to be like super neat. All right, so now I'm going to wipe off my towel, or wipe off my pen with my towel, and then I want a little more concentrated amount of inks just to do, and this one is really easy to highlight because it already has like images for you. So just color over these shadows a little bit darker, a little more ink. And again, if your brush, you feel like it's getting too wet or holding too much water for your detail, just dab it off on a paper towel or a microfiber towel or whatever handy you have, whatever. All right, now we're going to go in with the, I forgot what color this was already. Fresh freesia. Pale papaya. Color the inside of my flowers. Okay. All right, my image is filled in. Right here is the die cut for the flower. I'm just going to line it up just like so. Oops, I can see I forgot some flowers right there. I'll have to fix that. I mean leaves. I'm going to tape it down with some washi tape just to make sure it's stable. I will be right back. Okay, here is my die cut image. I also filled in a little bit of leaves that somehow had gotten left out. Now it's time to put our card together. Okay, I like to use Tombow glue. It is my favorite adhesive. Let's put on our base layer. Then we're going to add, and on if you use this embossing folder, you have to be careful because there are words on it and you want to make sure that they're facing the right direction. Okay, grab our sentiment, have a perfect birthday, and we're going to stamp our sentiment in the polished pink. Oops, that's why there's two sides to a piece of paper. Have a perfect birthday, and then we're going to go ahead and glue this down on our mat for the sentiment. All right, and we're going to go ahead and pop up our focal image here. So grab my dimensionals. And I popped up part of my sentiment because I wanted to put it on this flower. On this section, I'm just going to put a little bit of Tombow glue, and I'm just going to put a dimensional right by the have. And let's add a little bit of bling. These are elegant faceted gems, and they're in the main catalog there. Let's put one on our sentiment, and let's see, this one, let's put that right there. Okay, have a perfect birthday. And on the inside of my main card, I just stamped, and this is the regular Whisper White, and an envelope. I did these obviously aren't watercolor, but you just have to be really careful and not oversaturate the paper with water. Okay, so I will not bore you with that, but make sure that you do the inside of your card, and make sure that you do an envelope too. Just gives it a nice little touch, and it just brings everything together. Okay, so there you go. Have a perfect birthday. Thank you on helping me with my birthday, sending out birthday cards for my New Year's resolution, and it looks like I have 4. I've got 2 here. I've got 2 more to make. So hope you enjoy your day, and join me next time. Bye.